Make plans for tomorrow. Live life like it ends today. Let grace take away your sorrow. Get lost, you will find your way. It's your life, so now claim it. Good or ill, come what may. Be sure, now don't forget it. It ain't over till the fat love sings, oh yeah. Hey everybody, Miss Blue here, and happy daylight savings time. You know, fall back, spring forward, so you got to turn your clocks up. That's kind of old school though. Now we have our cell phones and smartphones and our cable televisions and our high definition games and all that automatically kind of knows what to do if you set it that way, you know, for daylight savings time. But God, I remember many times I was late for something, and that was always my excuse. Oh gosh, I forgot to set my clock. I use that same excuse all the time. Sometimes it was real though. Sometimes it was real. Other times I just said I cannot afford to lose an hour of sleep. So whatever. It's good to be in front of the camera and talk to you. I got some things on my mind. You know how sometimes I always talk about how weird love is? I'm still working on that. You know, I said I haven't figured it out yet. But one thing I do know, I know our definition of love between a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, or a man and a man. But that whole love romance thing is not working for most of us, because we have these expectations of what it's supposed to be. And when it doesn't fall that way, which is most of the time, we feel so disappointed and so betrayed. And we think the person betrayed us, but I think what's betraying us is our definition of what love is. I don't know. I just know what is not. And it seems to be what is not for most people. And that includes those that are very wealthy, those who are just hanging on by a thread, those who don't even have no money whatsoever. If you ever think about it, if you've ever thought about this one particular thing, I see homeless people alone. I mean, come on. There's a lot of homeless people out there. You would think that maybe a couple of them could get together and be homeless together. Don't you ever wonder about why even the homeless can't seem to find love in their homelessness? That might seem weird, but I think about stuff like that. I've been on this path for a while trying to figure out not so much what love is, but what love is not. Hoping that I can kind of back my way into finding out what it might be, or get a piece of it or something. Now I know that we think, well, God is love. But the word and the name God is so big, and if you're not careful, you get into different religions. What God are we talking about, or what religion are we talking about? And it gets all mumble jumble, and you know, it gets lost in translation. What else can I say? So I read a book one time. You might want to check it out. I think it's Joseph Murphy. Had a book out called, I think it was Cosmic Energizer. Long time ago, I got my hands on that book. Long before I ever came to New York, and in my hometown, I found that book, Cosmic Energizer. And it just made so much sense, because there's this force that we all have in us, and it can bring some of the most extraordinary things. I mean, nature itself is this energy, and this powerful, wonderful, amazing, magical energy. And if I were to put a label on, give something love, I would call nature love. and I would call the sky love and the stars. And then if you are standing next to somebody that and you're feeling close to, and you look up in the sky and you see the wonder, I get excited thinking about it, of nature and all this amazing stuff around us. The moment is love. And if you're sharing it with somebody, I guess that could be appropriate to say I'm in love with them, but it seems to be it's more than sex. It's certainly more than money and houses and land and security. It's more than all of that. But if I were to go one step deeper, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you just thought you couldn't make it, where you almost missed getting in a terrible car accident, or you were lost and you never thought you could get back on the right road again, figuratively and literally speaking, and then something magical happened where it just happened? Just something seemed to save you or rescue you, and you can't really say it was a person, or even if it was a person, the person seemed to come at the most weirdest right time kind of thing. That's that cosmic energy thing I'm telling you about. And you're like, wow, I remember. If you go back in your life and you can, at least everybody has had at least one experience like that. To me, that is love. And because we're made of this energy, it's in all of us. And when two people or a group of people, sometimes I can feel it, and I'm singing on the stage and I'm singing, and I feel like the audience is hugging me and I'm hugging the audience. And it feels so romantic. If I were to describe what something being romantic, it would be like that. It feels so good. It feels like love. Whatever that is. It feels good. It feels safe. Have you ever called something love and yet you don't feel safe? See, I don't think love is like that. I don't think love makes you feel unsafe. I think when you're with someone and you just feel safe, not because they're holding you, but there's just something that is harmonizing between the two of you that just makes you feel, yeah, this feels good. And it's just more than the person. It's more than them. And it's more than you. It's something that is attracting you, but I'm rambling. I'm going to stop there while on my head, because I think for right now I've said all I want to say. I'm still searching. But I know one thing. We all are loved, whether we experience it or not. Maybe we just need to change the definition of what love is. Just a thought. That's it for now. You'll see me again. I love doing this. Oh yeah, before I sign out, we got through Black History Month. I'm realizing how much I have to unlearn. It's harder when you have to unlearn to learn new stuff. And I try to be proud and happy and joyous and free being an African American, and especially in the times that we're living right now, with our First Lady doing the Dougie on national television. Hey, don't get no better than that. Miss Blue here. See you next time.